James. I got it all twinkled up here, guys. Look at me. I'm starting off with a bang. How's everybody? We good? Yeah, it's almost the weekend, right? Is everybody gonna drink this weekend? Ready to party? Yeah, that's good. Listen, I'm unemployed, so every day's the weekend for me. You have to understand. It's been good, though. Have you ever had a situation where, like, your boss will say something like, Ian, we don't want you to work here anymore. And you're like, well, I don't really want to work here either. And you just go home? It's beautiful. Let me tell you. When you're unemployed, though, little things happen to you. Like, for example, out of nowhere, I got really good at The Price is Right. Holy fuck. Like, you probably shouldn't be good at that game. Like, you know when you're in the zone at Price is Right? You guys like the big wheel? Oh, man, that big wheel raised me. You know what I mean? One day I'll spin that wheel. You know, one day. One sweet day I'll spin that fucking wheel. But you know when you're in the zone with The Price is Right? When it's big wheel time? And they got to get like $1 or something? And they spin it, and as soon as they spin it, you go, not even fucking close, you idiot! And then you look down and you're shirtless, eating an English muffin. And you're like, I really gotta get a job. I gotta figure my life out. I mean, I used to have a job, though, where I used to dress all fancy. Anybody have a job where you gotta dress up for your job, right? You guys have to dress up and tuck your shirts in for your job, some people? Who invented that, man? I can tell you they were not my size, whoever invented that. Like, I used to wear pants, Hagar pants, man. Fuck that. I'm wearing a tracksuit right now. You know, I'm a man of leisure, okay? I could lunge anytime, easily. But not in the Hagars. Have you ever bought a pair of pants and they got a button here, okay? And then another inside button? Okay. Who is that for, you know? I've never had like a full rib in my hand and been like, well, I better do this inside button up. Getting a little loose. It never happened before. Also, man, I swear to God, I feel maybe I got a long torso or something, but I had a lot of shirts that are tucked in 1 millimeter in. You ever shirt like that? It's always the last shirt you have, too. You're like, well, every other shirt I have is wrinkly as fuck. I have to go out with this. And the problem with those millimeter tuck-ins is that you can't move. You have to walk around like a penguin, right? You can't do anything, right? You can't, like if you have to sit in a car, God help you if it's a small car, you have to sit, like you have to get in, you know? One time I had a millimeter shirt on like that, where I dropped a toonie. Yeah, that's the big one. You gotta get that one. The problem is, you know, it's no good. Like, if you have a shirt like that, and like with the toonie, you can't bend down and pick it up like Robbie Alomar, right? Because your shirt will untuck. Just like if somebody were to throw their keys and they go over your head, normally you could grab them, right? But if you're wearing a shirt like that, you just have to go, ah, shit. Well, they're over there. But like if somebody waves at you, you have to wave back like this, hello. How are you? So yeah, I dropped this toonie, right? And again, I can't scoop it. I have to pick it up like a maniac, like this. Like an oil rig. With the bob for the toonie. Insanity. Listen, man, I don't know. I'm unemployed, but I got a little dough here or there, you know? But there's a lot of people in this town got money to burn, it seems, right? Money to burn. People open up a lot of fucked up businesses with their money. I swear to God, there's this place in Toronto, liquid nitrogen ice cream. What's happening there? Can anybody tell me? Like, as far as I know, like, I'm not an ice cream scientist, right? But ice cream's already cold. Has there ever been a problem with it not being cold enough? Why do we need the cold gas for, right? To make it super cold? Uncomfortably cold? Why? That'd be like if I opened up a restaurant called Hot as Fuck Soups. Here at Hot as Fuck Soups, we understand soup's already hot. Like, we get it, right? But for some reason, unbeknownst to even us, we have invested in all these jet engines, okay? We take your soup over these jet engines, get it hot as fuck. Yeah, it's really unenjoyable. Are you having a horrible time? Good, welcome. Hot as fuck soup. I don't get it, man. Also, man, I don't know, supply and demand with businesses big, as far as I learned in grade 11. Supply and demand, that was it, right? I was like, all right. But, you know, where's the demand for all these pierogies, right? There's pierogi restaurants all over this goddamn town. Am I wrong? These pierogi restaurants popping up like Bitcoin. Everybody's got to have a pierogi restaurant. I've never once woken up and be like, Jesus Christ, I need to open a pierogi franchise, right? Normally I eat a pierogi, 4 o'clock in the morning, chimo pierogi. I burn the absolute roof, or the fuck out of the roof of my mouth. There we go. And then you don't feel it when you're drunk, too. You wake up the next day and you go, oh, my roof of my mouth. The chimo did that. The chimo. Oh, man. I'm trying to keep abreast of the news, you know, now that I got nothing to do. I'll watch the news like crazy. A lot of people, this world is very unstable or whatever, unstable. It's a bad world, right? People get hurt and you go, I hope everybody's okay. I hope. I have one exception, however. I have one exception. Every now and again, you'll see a news story about some guy who's been struck by lightning multiple times. I have no sympathy for you. You gotta try to get struck by lightning one time. Right, don't you? Like, imagine you get struck multiple, and they always interview him, right? His name's like Billy Bob or something. He's from Wichita. And he's wearing like overalls with no shirt on. First of all, put a shirt on, you're on the news. You know, you're being interviewed. And then he'll say some shit like, well, yeah, I've been struck multiple times. 88 was the first time. I was out for a swim, and the storm had come in. And my friend said, you'd better come in, the lightning. Well, they were right. I was struck, yes. 89 had come, and I was out golfing, and a storm had come in. And my friend said, come on in, Billy Bob, the storm. They were right. I was struck again, twice now. 91 came out, was putting up some chain link fence in a farmer's field when the storm. You'd be like, buddy, you just don't understand, right? Like, it's so avoidable. So avoidable. How about this, Billy Bob? Even if you see one rain cloud, stay inside. Just one. Like, just stay inside. I don't know, man. I went to a shitty school. I'm from Toronto, born and raised in the east side, man. We got some east side people here? Okay. Listen, I went to a shit school. I'm surprised I even know how to bathe, God damn it. And I know I went to a bad school because, like, we learned French in Ontario, what, 5 years or something? 5 years, roughly? I know, 8 words. I learned, so I know shat, shan, that's dog and cat, right? Boom. Stilo, pen. But also maybe pencil sometimes, but pen for sure, stilo. Another nice one, fenetra, window. Ooh, sounds nice, right? Hippopotam, hippopotamus. Yeah. My ultimate French word, though, that I learned in my life, ultimate, pantalon de ski. That's ski pants. If I ever see a hippo on a mountain in Montreal and have to open a window, I will write it down. Do you understand? I will write that shit down to remember. One last thing, I got a weird dad, man. I don't got a crazy dad, I got a weird dad. Like, my dad's got like a mason jar full of screws and nails, and he's like proud of it, right? He'll be like, that's odd, right? I'll come over and he'll be like, I got a new nail for the jar. He'll be like, okay, man, just leave me the house. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, the other day, in the summertime, he asked me to clean the gutters. And when your dad asks you that, out of your mouth, for me, comes, of course, mine, Papa. I love you, and I would love to help you clean the gutters, right? But in the back of my head, I'm like, the gutters, you must be fucked, right? You're insane. So sure enough, he goes to the garage, pulls out a 30-foot ladder. This ladder, I swear to you, was made of wood. I'm like, buddy, this is not a keepsake, okay? It's 2018. Get a steel ladder, for fuck's sakes. It's not the year 1575, you know what I mean? Did you steal this thing from a museum? What the hell? You know? Last thing about this guy is, think about this one. You may think about this as a bit of a brain teaser. I can't remember for me, the life of me, the last time I've seen something so simple. I can't remember the last time I've seen my dad jump in the air. Think about that. Has your father jumped in the air in the 21st century? I don't fucking think so, right? And jumps are finite, right? I got like, what, 409 jumps left in my life? I'm 35. 409 jumps, maybe. I don't know. Maybe, right? This prick is almost 70. He's probably got under 10 jumps left. Imagine when you wake up and you're like, I got under 10 jumps, man. And you got to think about those jumps, right? You can't just be jumping and touching street signs all willy-nilly like freaking some kid, you know? You got to think about that shit like if a possum is running at him, right? A possum. And he'll be like, oh, that's a rabid possum. And he'll do some shit like, 7, right? All right, guys, thanks so much. Enjoy the rest of the show. Good night.